Hello, Kingsman, and welcome back to the Napoleonic Total War 3 battlefield. Today we have a 4v4 sent in by the Hanover, I do believe, Hanover faction, which I'll get the name at the end of the video. But this is, like I said, a 4v4, and welcome to the first 4K quality video. I'm super excited to be bringing once again another upgrade to my YouTube channel. The first being, of course, the beast of a PC, and now hopefully it actually looks good. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I think it looks good so far. Like I said, this is a 4v4. Of course, you have Hanover, Rheinbund, so 5-point Hanover, 9-point Rheinbund, 8-point Napoli, and then a 12-point France, and they are going up against 9-point Spain, 7-point USA, UK, a 8-point Saxony, and a 10-point Austria. You can see already that 12-point France just rolling ahead here. They have huge unit of hussars here. My goodness, 100 men. And some dragoons here that actually they may be trying to engage the light dragoons of the British. Yeah, they're pushing forward here. Maybe getting a little aggressive, and if the UK aren't careful, they're going to get caught out here. As you can see, though, they're actually going to fall back, and they have line infantry set up, prepared to give battle. Now, they're prepared to fire a volley if the French get a little too close. I have not seen this map, by the way, in a while. Totally blanking on the name of it. I can't believe I just literally looked at it. But you can see already that actually the UK have some Cherokee warriors. Or, sorry, Greek warriors. I apologize. Some Greek warriors here. Who are going to try to hold positions here. Now, these guys have some good melee stats, but you can see Rheinbund going to push some chest airship all across the flank and go in for a charge on these red stick, basically line infantry here. Smack right into a bunch of them. There, of course, are some more in this LOC, the Iroquois and Shawnee warriors. My goodness, a lot of Native Americans in this LOC. But actually, Rheinbund is not doing too hot when it comes to taking on these infantry who, oh my gosh, are giving some painful volleys off here. They did break some of the Creek warriors, and they're probably going to break more of them here. Sending in more Chevaliers here. But Rheinbund did lose one of their cav units and took some losses on another. And they still have the LOC. And also, you can see the Austrians pushing up some hussars. And Ulanen. Now, Hanover has only hussars they can bring to this battlefield, but Rheinbund is an excellent faction to back them up. In fact, we also have Napoli setting up a bunch of 6-pounders, the artillery definitely being on the side of the Imperials thus far. See, they're actually foaming up really close here. Actually, Austria's going to fall back. On the other side, you can see Napoli is forming up in this LOC. France 12, all by themselves here, against the Spanish and the UK for the most part. So very interested to see how that develops. Yes, we do have some cavalry charging in here, making sure that these Creek warriors do not come back. Oh, we do have artillery getting charged by some hussars, but Rheinbund definitely going to intercept them with some Prince Clement, Ulanen, and other light cav. So not going to go too hot for these Austrian cavalry as they're going to break and flee. So definitely a cav dominance here. You can see only 3 Hanover cav, though, like I said before, hussars only. So they're going to be definitely using more line infantry in this fight. And what line infantry are they bringing? They're usually a very heavy militia faction, but today it looks like they're bringing a lot of line infantry here, and I don't think they have any others. Yes, they bought some expensive line infantry, and that's it. Some skirms as well. On this side, Napoli is just sitting here. An interesting choice, as they could definitely be used supporting France 12, who I feel like I've seen this happen before. France 12 getting isolated here. The Voltigeurs just getting charged by Lancers of Spain here. Unfortunately, a great cost of a unit. Very excellent charge by the Spanish, ensuring these skirms don't ever get involved in the fight here. And the French, I don't know why they're pushing here by themselves, but they're isolating themselves. They maybe could hold their own against one faction, but they're going to be 2v1s here. Not going to look too good for them. Over here in the center, we do have a lot of Austrian cav actually pushing up here. And Napoli doesn't have the greatest cav. They may have some good morale, but that's about it working for them on this fight. And we do have another LOC being taken here. Yeah, so Napoli's concentrating on LOCs and defending the town, which I'm not sure why they're so far back. But France is continually pushing, ever strongly. They do have, let's see, what line of infantry are they bringing? So, some legionnaires, chasseurs, more 24E, 2045, 21, I do believe, 25, 45. Then 63, then some grenadiers, as well as some 30 infantry and 94 infantry. So, obviously, they can see that the Spanish are going for their flank, which is why they're probably falling back, although these 4 units are just going to get surrounded by the UK if they're sitting up here. I would keep my army together here. Now, do they have the heavies? Do they bring heavies? Just dragoons and more dragoons. So no heavies. I mean, they probably will be fine with that, but I mean, I'm kind of concerned the Imperials are so stretched thin here, and Saxony's been bringing some scary cav, along with Austria here, especially considering that the army of the Rheinbund and Hanover is much smaller. Now, of course, they do have some very excellent cav that Rheinbund is bringing. Still, I mean, it's a little concerning to see that. Artillery shelling the LOC. Getting the artillery in position, hoping probably that Austria, which I'm sure they're advancing here. Austria is going to advance and come under, I'm sure, artillery fire at some point in the near future. We do see some Saxon skirmishers, and then a lot of Saxon cavalry, Chevaliers, Cuirassiers, 2 of them, and then some Hussars. Over here, it looks like France is actually getting attacked. They did charge up. Come on, I'm pretty sure I did the sound thing. Yeah, I did. So I don't know. I don't know how to fix that honestly at this point. But you can see actually these huge unit of skirms actually broke the Spanish as they pushed, and now we have the French making their stand. And the sound's being a little weird, isn't it? Hold on, I'm sorry guys, hold on. There we go. Now it's still not working right, but the French are gonna start falling back here. Probably the perks having a new computer, you know. Sometimes you can switch it back and forth, it actually works better. There we go. So artillery going to form up here. We got some 4-pounders here, some 6-pounders. France is actually going to start advancing on the flank of Spain, as Spain is going to be pushing up, trying to outflank France 12. Looks like they're a little intimidated by this artillery piece that is nice and close, and going to probably cause some damage to them. Now, over on this side, we do have... There's Austria. Alright, I'm gonna have to edit this out. I have to go figure out the sound here, as this is not normal. There we go, I fixed it. I'm amazing. No, I was kidding. So Austria's going to be pushing across here. Hanover has a very good flank here. But Hanover definitely going to be pushing on the point. Maybe get some grenadiers and take this LC before Rheinbund or before Austria gets there. Man, I hate being so far both sides of the battlefield. Now, if Saxony is going to be smart here, with the UK, they can surround and destroy a 12-point France without taking too many casualties. It all depends on how France 12 is going to do here. What they're going to do, that is the question. What you going to do, France 12? Spain got very intimidated very quickly here and fell back, but they do have, yeah, like I said, cuirassiers, and France 12 has no line or a heavy cav to combat Saxony, and like I said, they are so far away here. Oh, we do have cavalry. Oh man, I can't go fast enough. The cav charging in here, trying to go for some skirms. They did break the Jaegers, but some light cav of Rheinbund is dealing with these hussars here. This fight definitely starting to heat up here. These Creek Warriors, ooh, our howitzers going on the LOC. So Austria definitely trying to support this side. Hanover and Rheinbund are going to be making an attack on this side. We do have Grenadiers going against Indians. I kind of feel like the Indians are going to hold, you know, against the Grenadiers. We'll see. Over here we have some skirms setting up to fight against Rheinbund. I'm making sure nothing's happening over here. Oh my goodness. Why? Why did you guys have to choose to be so far away from each other? So Spain and Saxony definitely trying to... Oh, we do have some cav going for the artillery here. Did not make it. But actually, no, they did. They managed to break these 6-pounders. Huge loss for France. Now that you can guard the 4-pounders even more so. And they're in danger of these cuirassiers trumping them. Now they do have some lights and some dragoons, so maybe they'll be able to help with so much heavy cav hovering on their flank. I mean, what do you do in this case besides hope and pray? But you can see France did go for those skirmishers and did slay them, but here comes the UK trying to push in the flank, and France is in trouble. France is in big trouble here. Now, still, yeah, just line infantry fighting here. Not a whole lot happening. The Grenadiers are losing. They're shaken. Don't scoff at warriors of the USA, UK. You know, they'll toast you. They'll make you rue the day that you decided to go toe-to-toe with them. Alright, I'm going to have to bounce back and forth. So France, you can see, is getting forced into a half circle here. And their artillery, as you can see, was almost destroyed. It is wavering here. In order to survive, this artillery needs to stay alive. We did have some French dragoons going against line infantry here. Now, France, I don't think, can afford to send their cav out on charges here. They need a hole on this side. They do need, of course, their line infantry, which can form square. Actually, only one of them can. My goodness. This is just the inevitable fate of France. France is going to die here. That is my prediction. They are getting surrounded. The UK are pushing up here. It is over, sadly. Alright. So over here, Rheinbund is pushing on the flank. Hanover is engaging Austria in a line fight here. I do believe our artillery, maybe? Yeah, up on this hill. Surprised Austria is not pushing up here. They should be pushing up here. They really should. Oh, this is going to be so annoying going back and forth here. The joys of NW3. So, Napoli isn't even moving, guys. They literally are watching their ally die. They're watching France. I'd be a little irritated as France. I mean, also, it was a mistake to push up by yourself as France. I'm sorry, but you don't go out on your own. On a 4v4, you can't afford to go out on your own. You're gonna get isolated. And you can see this cav is circling. The infantry is closing in. I'm trying to catch both sides of this fight here. Rheinbund's charging in, trying to break some cavalry here. Artillery getting very close. 3-pounders gonna keep shredding away at the Austrian line here. Hanover and Austria still duking it out here. Fiery, both sides can stand in a line fight, although look at this flank. This is deadly. And you can see that it is definitely causing some severe morale issues here. Austria is letting themselves get surrounded, and they're letting their infantry just sit up on this hill. Definitely feels like a a new player kind of a game. A lot of mistakes being made. And it feels like the coalition has less mistakes being made. As here it goes, Spain going in. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not going to catch both sides of this fight. But once France is destroyed, we should be able to go in here. Saxony, and what is this? We have Montreal Cav. Oh my goodness, poor France. I mean, they're running in the conform square is not even close to the line here. Cav gonna try to fight, but it is gonna be over pretty fast as Spain is going to push in with the UK and Saxony going in for the kill here. France gonna do their best to survive, but it's over. This is for all of the points, I guess. Lan's gonna try to hold the square, but it is... He's gonna get charged. Chevalier is going against the general here, and they're just smacking the back lines, so we know how this is gonna go. It's gonna start chain routing along the whole side, just making sure we're on the same page, guys. Oh my goodness, see, I missed something. I knew I was missing something. Hussars, Cav is charging against Austria, and Austria is so close on the side here that their units are not going to come back. They're going to run off the map and disappear. And you can see Rheinbund just cornering Austria. This is a turkey shoot now. The importance of sticking to your teammates here, because you can see Austria is on their own. So definitely Rheinbund and Hanover working well together, but on the same side, their ally is isolated on their own too, and you can see what havoc is being wrought on them as they're just getting charged in the back here. Maybe they can take on as many units as possible. Wands, I believe, is dead as well, so France is basically gone. France 12, ladies and gentlemen, France 12 gone in the first 20 minutes of the fight. So, little unfortunate. And it's just cleanup. The UK is still very strong. Napoli is going to be next. Saxony is still very strong. I don't think the Imperials can take this back. And I don't know what Napoli did. I don't know why they stuck themselves back here. You definitely want to support your ally or tell your ally to come back to you. I guess at a certain point you got to realize that your ally's dead and you just hold. Wait for your ally to come, and then it can still be a 3v3. Although Austria is still very much alive. They still have half their army, it looks like. They did lose half their army, and it is not coming back, guys. They have a strong position, but you can see their cavalry get charged in here. Rheinbund start pushing, and Austria should just fall back to their ally as the next part. You can save half your army here and still make it tough for this basically 3v3 that is happening over here. I may have to skip ahead because this fight is it's gonna take a while for the next portion to begin. So I'm gonna probably we'll keep an eye on Austria here. I think they're the only ones left. You can see Spain and the UK kind of just cleaning up France 12. And like I said, Austria, if they were smart, limber up your cav or your artillery and try falling back. Oh, look, Napoli's even going in here, trying to break some of the Austrians here. Oh, Murat's. Some big. Oh, yeah, this is like a Polish cav unit. They're going to go into some more land war here. Austria is just all over the place. And what do they have left? Land war. Oh my goodness. Their basically best units were chopped pieces of here, so they're getting isolated by what's left of Rheinbund. Wisely, the rest of the French are going to push over to Napoli, who's going to be taking on the UK, Spain, and Saxony. They should have a strong position, though. On this rainy day. And you can see the UK are trying to make sure that none of the French actually recover from this. There's one chest here that's running for the hills, but they have a square they can form, so, you know, it's been kind of difficult to deal with. But as you can see, for the most part, guys, this whole coalition... What is happening here? Napoli sent in their cav. I'm not sure if they're trying to stop this Spanish push. They probably could have gone for some skirms and done a little better of a job. They are setting up here, though. They do have a lot of art. Napoli has a ton of artillery here. My goodness. Look at this. 12-pounders, 6-pounders, all set up to really poised to really hurt the advance here. We do still have a last stand of Austria. Rheinbund and Napoli trying to deal with this land war. And artillery here. This is not the greatest position for artillery, to be honest. Oh, this is just brutal. The charge up the hill. Napoli's definitely helping take care of that, but this is where the big fight is happening. Thankfully, I wasn't having to skip. But this horse Napoli spent a lot of money on artillery. I didn't realize they could bring so much artillery here. You can see they're bringing a 5-gun horse artillery, 6-pounder. But they're going to have to be very defensive, and Rheinbund's heavy cav is not even around. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, this one cheeky dragoon unit of 7 men is going for Hanover's guns. And they're going to go for the other Hanover howitzer. They've lost 1 cav unit, guys, and they are going in for it still. And this massive Hanover hussar unit is probably determined to kill. Come on, go. Don't be a coward. Yeah, they're gonna kill their own. Hanover just ran over their own crew. Now, you gotta be careful when you're charging your own crew here, but look at this. So we do have Saxony, oh my goodness, and Spain pushing here. Massive push. And this artillery is gonna try to do its best to hold back the Saxon infantry, but Saxony, oh my goodness, actually, they are really doing a good job. This artillery being king so far, as you can see. But Saxony's going to keep advancing. They are undaunted, unafraid. No, they're probably very afraid of losing some units. These Saxony brings some pretty crappy units. But, yeah, there's still the last stand of Austria. Saxony's general's actually getting shot at. Oh, we have a cav charge here. So Spain's doing some weird stuff here, charging across. They're gonna get slaughtered here. Look at this. It's a turkey shoot. Shoot them all, boys. Literally, you can hear them saying that. Oh my gosh. Why would you charge in front of all the line infantry? If anything, run behind. Although it looks like they're actually gonna charge the actual Napoli line infantry here. Some very interesting tactics here, guys. Very interesting tactics. Oh, we do have hussars now charging the line infantry of Saxony here. Uh-oh. There may be some, You don't want to charge in with hussars. You don't want to do that. That's just a bad idea. They aren't going to pack a punch. Now, if you sent in some heavies and then charge the hussars around the flank, it may be good. But this is a interesting fight here. The artillery got killed by Saxon hussars. Napoli had a mass rout here against Saxon. Line infantry, we do have Spanish line infantry going into the LOC. This is just an interesting fight here. This almost would be considered just a mass rush for the LOC. Napoli's been split, and now Rheinbund is still trying to deal with the rest of Austria, and Hanover is now going to have to form up and fight, with thankfully some help from the Napoli guns, fight Saxony. Now, Hanover should sit right here, force Saxony to reform and face them, and then use Napoli guns to shoot them in the flank. Saxony is not really being too aggressive here, and they should be helping Spain out. They should be trying to collapse on the flank of Napoli here and make a decisive win here, because they could easily break on Napoli. They're not careful, especially on this LOC, where you can see they've actually taken a lot of losses here, as every shot is point blank. And here comes Napoli and Rheinbund here. I'm surprised that Saxony is not trying to support this push. These Napoli infantry can't form square. This is where you want to send your heavies in. Push up some Saxon infantry, or just go in where Spain is and have them form a little gap and then charge through it. Because right now I see the coalition throwing their possibility of victory away here. Now the UK are going to be coming. I totally forgot about the UK, actually, I'm not going to lie. The UK are still pushing up here, and they have some really good line infantry. Some sappers that may actually help take the LOC. Look at this rich red and blue. Very nice. Well, you see Spain's actually breaking here. Oh my goodness. Spain really, really breaking. Napoli is holding. Maybe barely, but they are holding. Say what you will. And we do have Saxony falling back the line infantry against that artillery. These 12 panels should be focusing on all the Saxon cav here. This will definitely be a fight, a tough fight. Austria still in the back lines here. I would say this fight is very interesting. Not a traditional fight that you normally see. That's about as much as I really could say. Like, I can sum it up pretty well with that. Spain had a huge break here. Napoli caught their rest. Some Chasseurs from France 12 going to push over and help out with that fight. And Spain actually may be almost gone. Wow. Spain broke on this LOC. LOC is an excellent place to hold. Hanover is now going to push up. Try to use their cav maybe defensively. Get Rheinbund and Napoli to push their cav over. They still have a lot of cuirassiers from Saxony they're going to have to deal with, as well as the UK. And Napoli's cav is not the greatest. They do have some guard heavies. They look just like French heavies, honestly. This guy's like... Yeah, of course I love being in Napoli's cav force. I don't care. Rheinbund setting up some 8-pounder horse artillery to get in the front lines here. Hanover making a very good push. We do have the UK pushing in, maybe trying to go for some cav, maybe a general, maybe artillery. And they do have some Royal Montreals. Where are they going? They're probably going for artillery of Napoli. Oh, the cav fight. Hanover charged in for the skirmishers, and Saxony answered with some chevaliers, but you see these hussars are trying to get these skirms. But they actually are going to be broken pretty soon here. And we have Saxony going in against the cuirassiers here. Huge clash. Heavy against heavy. We got the Whigs against the hats. I guess they both have hats, but... oh my goodness, another clash here. In fact, Saxony went in with all their chevaliers, and Napoli's not going to fare well. Rheinbund is kind of a wild card against Saxony. This could go either way, but of course the general is running over to inspire the men. These cuirassiers should push over and take on Rheinbund's cuirassier. And look at this, 8-pounders pushing up as well. We do have some line infantry, though, pushing up, trying to support Saxon's push. Spain has a couple units left, but now the UK are going to probably reignite this attack. Although they are bringing a lot of non-squarables. Oh no, huge break as Saxony is definitely taking this fight, and now they're going to push up maybe for the Hanoverian. Hanoverian? Is that proper English? General. There's a, wow. Is it normally 8, not 16? But yeah, they're going to go for Rheinbund's 8-pounders. No brainer. And these 8-pounders maybe are going to get a shot off. Are they going to get a shot off? Please tell me to get a shot off. I want to see this. Nope. Not gonna. The Cav definitely being better this time for the coalition. As you bring Saxony, it usually ends up being very, very good for you. So, 30 minutes into this replay. And, oh my goodness. These Royal Montreal Cav snuck in, going for the kill here. Napoli's going to lose their other Cav, or artillery piece. UK just taking some really good shots with their Cav and getting some very, very successful kills. They've killed the most artillery here. Oh, look at these guys. Some Glengarry first fencibles. Some Glengarry friend. Wow, a lot of fencibles here. In New Brunswick, we do have some Quebec fencibles. A lot of fencibles, of course. And a lot more line infantry pushing up here. Oh, these Glengarrys are getting close. Ooh, taking some heavy losses, though. Excellent. Oh my goodness. Those guys got a little too close and got burnt by Napoli. And Napoli is still holding here, guys. In fact, they can shift over, as you see they are doing, to try to cave the flank of the UK, who are trying to keep trying to use fancy words here, but basically trying to push on this flank against Hanover. Hanover is their biggest problem right now. Hanover didn't bring a lot of infantry, but they brought really good line infantry here. I'm surprised Saxony's infantry is actually doing so well. But, oh, what do we have here? What is Napoli doing? Oh, they're trying to get some Hanover line infantry in this fight here. Some Hanover. Did I say Hanover? Yeah. Austria, though, coming back. Rheinbund may have to turn and face them. Unable to truly beat them, and now some more heavies for Austria are going to show up, as if it wasn't bad enough. But Saxony definitely taking some losses here, as they're not going to do too well with their cheaper musketeers. Ooh. And that was a beating. UK fighting in a semicircle here, as Napoli has quite a bit of infantry still left over. And after Spain's loss, they actually are coming around. So the question is, how well can the coalition use their Cav in this situation? Because they do not have an infantry advantage whatsoever, but they definitely have a Cav advantage. They got to use it. And the thing is, their enemy, Napoli, is the greatest target for going with the Cav. Because Hanover can form squares with most of their, actually not all the line infantry. This side they can't, so they need to shift their Cav in here and charge in this gap here and try to rout this side of the Hanoverian line. But Rheinbund is starting to push up too, so this could go either way. I'm not too encouraged by this push here, although I feel like, oh, Royal Montreal Cavalry gonna go for the flank here. Yep, they're gonna smack in here against Napoli. Slicing and dicing in proper Cav fashion. And Napoli actually may have some real morale problems as they're getting attacked in the rear. Saxony is just getting destroyed by Hanover. I did not realize Hanover could bring such good militia or infantry. Not a lot of it, but they can bring some good infantry here. Now we do have... Wow. That is unfortunate. I don't think the UK ever got to use their artillery. Hanover was able to take it out. Saxony needs to rest their cav. And this Royal Montreal cav should have pulled out once they routed one unit. They should have pulled out so they could break, have a rest, and then push forward once more. Coalition is starting to lose their cav. I mean, I see this Cuirassier, but actually Rheinbund has cav as well now. So, thankfully Austria's pushing with their landwehr. But both the cav sides, both sides are losing their cav at a rapidly alarming rate, and Saxony is shaken and possibly going to start wavering here, as they are just not able to really take a dent. This is why I said in my tutorial video, which you should go watch that if you want to play this game and you want some good advice, from, not really just from me, but from a lot of experienced players who helped me make it by giving me stats and all that. But Saxony's a cav-focused faction. They have very good cav. Their line infantry is meh. And as you can see, not too well against Hanover, who is definitely a line and militia infantry-focused faction, mostly militia-focused. But definitely you can see the difference. Now, over here, Napoli and the UK definitely is a better line infantry focus. Their accuracy, reloading skills, definitely going to be very, very good. And their cav is not bad. We do have Cuirassiers of Rheinbund charging against some fresh Cuirassiers of Austria. This could go either way. I love the black breastplates of the Austrian heavies. Fight. Stab. Oh, actually both have black breastplates. But I think I like the Saxon. Yeah. The Rheinbund circumferential armor. That's what I'm trying to say. But actually, Saxony is gonna, or not Saxony, sorry. Rheinbund is definitely gonna win. They had some infantry support, getting some volleys off as well. So Austria lost their cav. You can see Saxony is actually falling back as well as the UK. So this battle shifting back in favor of the not the coalition, the Imperials. Now Austria has a lot of infantry, and this 8-pounder is going to have to do some work, as well as this 3-pounder if they want to really break Austria. And a 6-pounder. Man, a lot of artillery in this battlefield. Everybody brought a lot of artillery. And you can see this fight was on either side here, an isolation on both sides. A fight in isolation would be a good title in this video, because both sides were isolated. Austria got isolated, and France got isolated, but both sides were able to come back. Definitely the coalition did a better job initially. Didn't work too well for them eventually, but they need to get a straight line going here. What's going on here? Oh, the general. Where's Saxon's cav? They need to be using this. They need to rest it first, of course, but we got some... Ooh, the Pontius Pilate bodyguards here. Gonna do their best. Ooh, actually taking out a couple of the Napoli infantry here. And more line infantry over here. Some Fusiliers, foot Fusiliers. Can actually probably do some real damage to the Napoli flank. But they're having some wavering in the center with defensibles, and Saxony's almost non-existent as a Hanover. And now, oh, what happened? Oh, I think they killed the enemy general. Yep, Austria lost their gen, which is going to cause a mass rout, and Austria is going to be out of this fight. Their poor landwehr just got destroyed. See, they shouldn't have gone head-to-head with the artillery. I mean, they're L1s. They can't move very fast. They're slower than molasses, and it's a mass rout. Rheinbund used 3 line infantry, then all their artillery. But this, I think, is the beginning of the end here. Although Saxony's trying to take this battle back by using their heavies, but these are so tired. They're going to be ineffective. You need to let them rest. These chasseurs are just going to shoot into the flank. Be easy to be France 12, you know, you have one unit to control. Too soon? Maybe too soon. Too soon. I think this battle, like I said, guys, shifting in favor of the Imperials. Saxony gonna probably making a definitive push here, but eventually the cav will get too exhausted, and Napoli just has to get one squareable nearby. Actually, they have none. If they turn some line infantry and just shoot on the side, they'll probably take out Saxon cav. Eventually, they'll be too slow to be able to definitively attack. But not yet. As Saxony keeps turning the tail. Oh my goodness. Napoli is just breaking one piece at a time here. Now maybe this will be the definitive one. They have units forming up, gonna shoot. But here comes Saxony once more. Can this cav make a decisive push once again? And they can. UK now have a flank to work with. And Napoli's starting a mass rout. But of course, Saxony isn't looking too hot. So, line infantry gonna charge in here. And here's a squareable. So, finally a squareable. After Napoli lost like 4 or 5 line infantry in a row against this heavy cuirassier. Pull them out now. They're exhausted. Pull them out. Please don't charge. No, Saxony, what are you doing? Pull them out. Pull them out. Pull them out. There we go. Rest them up a little bit. You are still in this fight. Pull them out and let them rest up a little bit. Rheinbund, though, pushing on what's left of the Saxon left flank. And Saxony's going to keep falling back. UK now are going to renew their attack on the right flank as Hanover is going to push over some line infantry to kind of reinforce the failing flank. And Napoli, I think, has 1 or 2 line infantry left, maybe. 1 in the LOC, which is a Marine Guard, which is why they probably held so well. Probably have a lot of kills. I mean, look at all the shooting that they were able to do point blank on the Spanish. Actually, UK are making a really good push here. Hanover has taken some losses and broken. But they have more. They have more. Don't worry. Hanover still has most of their armies. Saxony is basically gone. It's up to the UK to take on Hanover, Rheinbund, and Napoli. And they still won't win the LOC fight, probably. I see you, Hanover, farming a little. I'm just kidding. You know. And I think we have a bayonet charge from Hanover, possibly. These fencibles are about to break. Look at all these rifles just thrown on the ground. Oh, it is over for these brave souls. 36 men out of 138. How are they still standing? There we go. And there goes Saxony. Besides their cav, and now Rheinbund's going to charge in their cuirassiers. There is a squareable Quebec fencible unit here. See, they are going to form square. Oh, there's some Rheinbund troops right here. Charge these Hessians. These are guard. Their melee stats will be amazing. Charge them in. Do bayonet charge. I mean, I guess fire volley then charge in, but you're losing men. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful volley. And they're gonna turn the flank here. I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit here. There's only a couple units of the UK left. Saxony is cav and their general left, but it's over. So well fought though. My goodness, that was a hard fought. That was, well, hard fought in that it went back and forth for a little bit, to be sure. I didn't know who was going to win for the longest time, to be honest. We'll see what Saxony does. Maybe they're just going to charge their cav in. I hope that's... Oh, no. They had one at the 4-pointer. Canadian light militia. Here we go. Glorious charge by Saxony. And Napoli is going to feel the wrath of the Saxon cav once more. Ooh, tough day, bro. for those of you wondering how I get screenshots, I do slow motion and then record it and then take the screenshots by pausing the video later. It's actually very easy. In fact, you can even hit pause, and with screenshot mode, you'll see it. And look at this. I know I'm deviating from the video, and I apologize, but look at this. You can do this too. I mean, maps away. You just, you do this while recording the whole time, and then you can come back later and boop. It's easy. Anybody can do it as long as you have a screen capture that records. Sure, you can even hit pause and then screenshot directly from here. Bad. Wait, anyway, I know I just totally got distracted here. Totally got distracted, but I have to share some cool stuff that I have discovered while playing this game. I'm probably just gonna skip to the end. Saxony's gonna break here, as they're gonna get surrounded by Napoli and Rheinbund. But Saxony did well with their cav. They definitely broke most of Rheinbund because they were I would say they're at 8-point to the 9-point Rheinbund. So, oh wow, they're still alive. How? How did this Cuirassier, the general, is still alive here? He's gonna get shot, and it's just one unit here. So I'm gonna skip to the end, guys. We'll look at the stats and thank Hanover, whoever it was, for the replay. And yeah. Alright, guys, so that was sent in by Anderson. I am sorry, I totally remember now you sending that in. So thank you for that. You can see, like I said, Hanover usually has a lot more infantry, but this time, difference. And you can see the kills. Some line infantry got, that may have been the farming infantry. But still, good game, well played on all sides. Definitely a be able to pull that back after France 12 got surrounded and destroyed. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I feel like I repeat myself. But thank you all so much for support on the channel and my videos. Really do appreciate it. I know I don't say thank you enough, but I don't want to get repetitive. So, you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.